who kidnapped 6-year-olds, Flash cloned them, and placed the kidnapped kids into a boot camp, while the Flash clones were returned to the parents and slowly and agonizingly died. Ready to go out and kill some humans.
That is genuinely awful. What the heck? Wait, and they're supposed to go after humans? I thought we were fighting aliens. Hello, YouTube. My name is Cloudy Clarity, but you can call me Claire or Cloudy, and I am a Weather Witch VTuber who streams a variety of games. I'm very excited to bring to you more BDG Unraveled Reacts. This one is another one that was highly requested. This is, of course, the Halo one, where he read all of the Halo novels and became the Master Chief of Loneliness. Now, this video is from 5 years ago, so some of the information he may be working with in this video may be a little bit outdated, so just keep that in mind as we go through the reacting as we learn some about Halo. Now, I have actually played Halo. I played it like forever ago, but I played Halo 1, 2, and ODST, so that's the extent of my Halo knowledge, and it is from a long time ago, so I don't remember everything, but I am excited. So without further ado, let's get ourselves started here.
Halo Infinite is coming out! It's been nearly 5 years since the last mainline Halo game, and boy oh boy, have I never played a Halo game before.
What a way to start that, being like, I'm so excited, but I've never played the series before. Oh my goodness.
I have no clue what is going on in these games, but
fair.
Halo is one of the most important video game franchises of all time, so I should probably know what it's all about.
I mean, it's good to still check it out, and where it's got like some good co-op stuff now and everything, or back then even, like, it's good. Like, I played through the campaigns with my friend, and it was a good time. I had a good time playing Halo with my friend.
Luckily, Halo Infinite is coming out on the next generation of Xbox, which means I have plenty of time to get caught up.
I think that would be the one we're currently on, which is Xbox Series X and Series S.
There are 15 Halo games, if you include all the spin-offs, but honestly, the mainline games are gonna give you the story without causing you to miss out on a bunch of lore.
What do you mean there's 15 games? I didn't think there was that many. I know about Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, ODST. I know about Halo Infinite because of this video. Somebody who knows more about Halo is gonna have to inform me below.
Each mainline game takes 10 hours to complete. That's 50 straight hours of gaming. Today, I'm telling you everything you need to know to get up to speed on Halo by playing all... Who put the Halo novels here?
Wait, there's a lot of novels. I thought this was gonna be like the Skyrim one where there was like little stories in Halo that you could read, but oh my god, there's actual Halo novels.
I'm not doing the Halo novels. Who put them here? I'm just playing 5 games, okay? Who put them here? Today, I will be playing all 5 of the What the fuck? What? Why?
Oh no! Oh no! The gamer just wants a game. Let the gamer game.
Does this keep happening? No, please get.
Oh my god! They all came back.
These out of here! No!
I love that. No, that got quickly cut off.
No, please get these out of here! No!
Oh no, poor BDG.
Today,
oh, look at those eyes, okay? Let's look at his eyes. Those are the eyes of a man who has accepted defeat.
Why are we still here?
And is losing the life as it drains from his soul.
July 30th, 2019. I'm going to begin reading every Halo novel.
Oh no.
And then I'm going to give you a book report on all of them.
Oh, he's so sad about this.
This isn't even all of the Halo novels. I'm still waiting on a few to arrive. Some are digital only, and there are a few that haven't been released yet because they are still being written.
What the heck? Okay, in this, the year of 2026, does anybody know how many Halo novels currently exist? Because this is wild.
Here is a list of every Halo novel currently announced. Depending on how long this reading adventure takes, I might have to add to this list. Every one of these 28 or so novels is considered canon. That means there's roughly 10,000 pages of juicy, canonical information, explosive action sequences, and beloved characters that I know nothing about.
What do you mean each of the books is canon? They all have like different artists as well, like writers. I've got like Karen Travis here, and a Tobias Buckle, and an Eric Nyland, William Dietz. Like, they're all by different people too.
The average American reads about 12 books a year. The median is 4. I am 0 books a year. But according to the Pizza Hut Book It program, if my school administrator signs up and enrolls me, every time I reach my reading goal of 1 novel, I will receive a certificate for a free 1-topping personal pan pizza.
Okay, so legit, I'm Canadian, and the area that I lived in had a deal with Pizza Hut. You'd get like a pin, like a big pin, and every time you read a book towards your goal, you would get a little star sticker that you got to put on the pin. And then once you had enough, you could go and you could get a free single topping pizza from Pizza Hut. And it was the best freaking thing, because when I was younger, I was a super avid reader. I was constantly reading. So like, this was a freaking amazing plan. I didn't know that they still did this. I'm actually so happy. Well, as of 2019, they were still doing that. And that's so freaking cool, because that was like a core childhood memory for me. And one of the reasons I like Pizza Hut to this day.
Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is not sponsoring this video, but if I can find one that is open and will ignore the fact that I am a 25-year-old man, I'm gonna get a personal pan pizza.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get your pizza. Get your pizza.
So, I'm gonna read all these books, I guess.
Oh, man.
And then, I don't know, summarize the info for you. Look, honestly, most Unraveleds have me biting off more than I can chew, but usually I have chewed that bite before I have started filming.
Okay.
I am literally starting this process today, so even I don't know how this video is gonna turn out. My current plan is to film this in slices over the
the pizza slices and a pizza. I love it.
Over the course of however long this takes, and then I will do a little wrap-up. But all that's left to do now is actually start reading.
Oh, man.
With the first novel in the series, Halo: The Fall of Reach.
Okay. All right. Do not disturb. He goes to sit in the corner.
Prologue. 0500 hours. February 12th, 2535. Military calendar. Lambda Serpentis system.
Okay. Oh, no.
And they all lived happily ever after. Wow. Folks, it's been a year since I started this great journey, but I'm happy to say it's done. I've read every single Halo novel. So very much has changed.
Like, good on you, bro. Like, while still making all of his other videos and doing his jobs and reading something that you may not actually be wanting to read is hard to do.
Changed since July 30th, 2019. I no longer have a mustache. And I'm also filled to the brim with knowledge of the Halo universe.
And also COVID, because you're officially in 2020. The world has literally changed on its axis.
But before we get to the book report, here is the updated list of the 31 Halo novels I read. These 2 short stories were eventually collected into the compilation Halo Fractures, so it's really 29. You also may have noticed a Halo comic on the table of the original shoot.
I decided after a few books to narrow my reading list to the most limited definition of the word novel by cutting out anything that had a visual element, like comics and visual encyclopedias. There's also another Halo novel. Oh, here, let me have my hat so you can read along with me if you want. There's also another Halo novel coming out in September, but I decided not to wait for it, because at that point, I'd just be waiting for new Halo content forever, and that's no way to live my life. I needed a cutoff at some point. Please, God, say that I can finally rest. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro.
That was just set dressing. Ignore it. In my Skyrim book report, I read 5
Skyrim book report, which was so good. I did react to that. If you haven't seen it yet, you should go and check it out. The Skyrim book report was so good.
That was just set dressing. Ignore it. In my Skyrim book report, I read 571 pages. For this, I read 10,920, which is more. If you were to
Which is more. It is, in fact, surprisingly more.
listen to a continual stream of Halo audiobooks, it would take you almost 13 whole days. No sleep, just Halo. But I didn't do that. Instead, I did this.
Oh,
Here's
man.
a timeline of when I finished each Halo book.
Ooh, okay. I'm a data girly. I like this. This is awesome. You can see that he had a lot more time to read. Like October, November was when he had the most time to read, and a little bit December and January. But like November, he had a slow month with whatever else he was doing because like he did a lot of reading.
For comparison, here's a timeline of every other book I read this year.
Yeah, mood. Honestly, yeah. Well, he said he went from 0 books read per year to this, so.
I didn't read any other books this year, but it was 12 months well spent because it gave me the time to fully digest this information, and now I can present to you what you need to know before Halo Infinite. It all starts with the Master Chief. Well, okay, so it doesn't... It technically starts with Catherine Halsey and the Oni... if we're gonna talk about... I'll explain the insurrection. No, let's start...
Oh my god, did he actually like have all these videos of him talking about each of the different books? Is there like a compilation of clips somewhere that we could look at some of this? Because that's gotta be hilarious.
You know what? I could tell you everything you need to know before Halo Infinite, but doing it succinctly would be doing you a disservice.
Okay.
You wouldn't want that anyway. When I scheduled a brief 2-hour meeting with my coworkers to do a quick overview of the Halo novels, they kept getting upset with me because I needed to go off on tangents in order to tell them the juicy stuff.
Only in book 7 or 8 did all of these come from the side of the UNSC, so the concept of video games as art has like shifted to become...
I'm starting to see what you mean about not being able to talk about this without going on weird, long-winded tangents.
The great knowledge...
Oh my god, a short 2-hour meeting. That's wild. Although, if my work meetings were like about video game novels, I'd be a lot more interested in them.
bestowed upon me by these books has come at a price.
Okay.
I have become so powerful and intelligent that speaking to my coworkers about Halo is like trying to explain Shaw Fujikawa drives to an Ungoy.
That's over my head.
I have become the Master Chief of Halo novels.
Chapter 1, the indoctrination. That's why he's the Master Chief of loneliness, because he can't relate to anyone anymore.
It sounds like a bold claim if you think the Master Chief is just a green man who shoots good. But thanks to these Halo novels, I know that the Master Chief is actually a green man who shoots good because of a tragic backstory. And you learn
Oh, the little sad face. I didn't notice that at first.
that in the very first Halo novel.
And I am finished with The Fall of Reach.
I did
okay.
video check-ins right after finishing each novel to record my gut reaction.
Also, I love how his nails are always painted.
This one was 30 minutes long.
I have a feeling that these Halo novels are going to be like a super cheap margarita. I'm not going to gain anything from it, and in fact I might be worse off after the fact, but it's tasty and I can slam it quickly.
In the year 2517, the United Nations Space Command wanted super soldiers to quell the human insurrection, so they turned to the Office of Naval Intelligence and Dr. Catherine Halsey, who kidnapped 6-year-olds, flash cloned them, and placed the kidnapped kids into a boot camp while the flash clones were returned to the parents and slowly and agonizingly died. This fun little summer camp was called the Spartan 2 program.
I'm sorry, they returned the clones to the parents? So that they just slowly and agonizingly die? Oh my god, that's awful.
The kidnapped kids trained until they were teens, and as a gift for their 14th birthday, they received biological augmentations, which killed
Like having ceramic material grafted down to their skeletons.
30 of them and permanently maimed 12 others. It's a hard age to shop for. This left them with 33 frighteningly powerful and militarily indoctrinated teenagers ready to go out and kill some humans.
That is genuinely awful. What the heck? Wait, and they're supposed to go after humans? I thought we were fighting aliens.
One of these teens was Spartan John 117, who would later be promoted to the rank of Master Chief. But just as these teens start quelling the human insurrection, knock knock, who's there? It's a moral deus ex machina called the Covenant. They're
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. I remember fighting the
a
Covenant.
group of aliens who want to kill all humans, and it's the Spartans' job to stop them. My experience with science fiction has led me to believe that when you start a story this way, in the end, there'll be a big twist where the humans who abused kidnapped children were the real bad guys. But this book subverts my expectations by not doing that.
What?
It is extremely black and white. Alien, bad. UNSC, good. If you were looking for shades of gray, you should have checked the romance novels.
My biggest emotional response was to the fact that Spartan John 117 was so obviously abused into becoming this killing machine, and he's just okay with it because that's all he knows. He feels happiest when someone has given him an obvious goal, an obvious thing that he needs to kill, and it just
That's so
is
sad.
heartbreaking. But I don't think it was meant to be heartbreaking.
If there's one thing to learn from this
Like, they were probably expecting stereotypical bros that are like, oh, guns are awesome, war is awesome, like, oh, alpha male would read it and be like, yeah, this is amazing. But then, like, emotionally intelligent people started, like, reading them and went, oh, no, this is bad.
book, it's the origin story of the Master Chief. He was just some kid in the colonies until circumstances, plus several years of military indoctrination and biological modification, turned him into a hero.
And he's got the 117. That's actually really cool. I like that detail now that I know about it.
It's hard not to draw a parallel between his experiences and my own.
John's experiences are kidnapped, forced to become a soldier against his will, given incredibly painful biological augmentations.
Because
What about
I went through a grueling gauntlet of
Brian's experiences? And it says, read some books.
books and emerged stronger than ever. I don't think anyone knew that Halo would become one of the most important game series of all time, and this book reflects that. The writing is fine, if a little on the nose.
Reach was one of the few places that John considered safe from the Covenant. His home would not fall.
The fall of Reach.
Uh-oh, John.
And that's all you need to know about the fall of Reach.
Okay. Oh, hold yourself together, sir. Hold yourself together. I believe.
Okay, just one little tip. I gotta address a thing that comes up whenever you talk about the
Oh, this is the tangent zone.
Halo novels. So here it is. The Master Chief's suit does not jack him off. There is a fake picture of a Halo novel,
What?
and it's based off of a drill tweet, but it's not.
My main issue with Master Chief Cortana is if you read the Halo novels, you know the spacesuit automatically jacks Master Chief off. What? I'm sorry, where did this come from? What the heck is happening here?
Not true. In fact, if you were to read the Halo novels, you would know that the Spartan 2 biological augmentations do something akin to chemical castration, which destroys their libidos. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry. I'm moving on.
I mean, okay. Sorry I keep pausing. It's just my brain is trying to wrap itself around the fact that this was a thing going around. I mean, of course it was a thing going on around on the internet, but like, I guess I'm just disappointed.
Spent over 600 words talking about one book. I can't do that for all of them if I'm going to reach my goal of telling you what you need to know before Halo Infinite. So I will limit myself to 50 words per synopsis from here on out.
No, you won't.
I love the ocean, but I love Halo more.
I read the
What was this? Summary
I love
word
the
count.
ocean.
This takes too long to edit. I'll just put it up when it's necessary. I stayed under 50 words, trust me. Do we actually trust?
But I love Halo more.
I read The Flood on vacation. It follows the first game's plot. The Master Chief blows up a Halo after meeting Guilty Spark and The Flood. The parts with Master Chief were boring. The other parts were good.
If you like Halo novels. That's a little joke about the Pina Colada song.
First
Yes, we know.
Strike shows that some Spartans survived the fall of Reach and fills the gaps between Halo 1 and 2. Not much happens. Ghosts of Onyx follows.
Kurt, perhaps the most interesting Spartan of all of them. He was put in charge of creating the Spartan 3s.
Which was another terrible military program, but they used orphans this time.
it's still awful, but maybe like a degree better because they're not kidnapping children from loving homes. But that's still awful.
Contact Harvest rules.
This book was way more interesting
Wait, Mothra innocent?
and way better written, and also way hornier.
It shows first contact with the Covenant and explains why they're killing all humans. And there's a beautiful B story between a Huragok and an Ungoy. Also, Avery Johnson bones down.
There's something in this book
Oh my god.
that these other books have not tried to do, namely make a more nuanced story.
In the Cole Protocol, Spartan Grey Team tries to destroy map info that would lead the Covenant to Earth. 5 books and 250 words. Let's keep this up. After one little tangent. The
There we go.
first 5 books were released during the original trilogy, but starting with the Cole Protocol, the novels focused on characters that didn't matter that much to the video games.
Okay.
From here on out, they were no longer just making a game series. They were expanding a universe. The
Okay.
next novels I was going to read were both trilogies written by well-established science fiction authors.
Okay.
If the first 6 books were first-person shooters, then the Forerunner saga was a text-based tactical RPG.
Oh.
And for that, it might be a bit hard to fit each into just 50 words, but I'll try.
Halo
Okay.
Cryptum. Everything you thought you knew about Halo, I want you to throw it in the garbage.
100,000 years before Halo, a Forerunner named Born Stellar makes
Ancient alien species responsible for the construction of the Halo array. Oh.
Eternal Lasting, hires 2 ancient humans named Chakas and Riser.
Our species, we lived alongside the Forerunners and gone in war with them, and then they devolved us because we are mean. Mood. Toxus and Riser, both human guides, but Riser was a Florian, like the ancient species of Homo floriensis, whereas Chakas was Hamamune, or Hamanun, which is more similar to what we consider humans today. Also, Riser's full name is Day Chaser Makes Paths Long Stretch Morning Riser. Whoa, that's a name.
For an adventure, and they stumble upon a Promethean called
Powerful, high-ranking warrior servant Forerunner.
the Didact. And that's just the first few chapters. This trilogy is like
Uh-oh.
Dune-level science fiction. It is dense as all hell. This trilogy sets up the antagonist for Halo 4, and it explains the creation of
Didact.
the Halos, which are
Okay.
those superstructure weapons of mass destruction designed to kill all sentient life in the galaxy just to stop the parasitic alien known as the Flood. Which
Okay.
seems kind of petty. And that's all I will say about this trilogy.
Except.
And also these fun little tidbits.
Yeah. Listen, BDG, we come here for when you break like this. We love this.
You know the Covenant Prophets, the Sanshayum?
No.
They existed alongside the Forerunners, and they're described in this book as a handsome, intelligent race besotted with eternal sexuality and youth.
What?
The Sanshayum used to be fucking hot. Ooh, and 343 Guilty Spark, that shitty orb who shows up in the first game and tries to get the Master Chief to fire the Halo ring.
Yeah.
That used to be Chakas, that ancient human I mentioned very quickly. Some poor dude went on a quest with a Forerunner, basically as a freelance gig, and then he ended up getting his brain stuck in a Roomba for 100,000 years. That is rough, my dude. Okay,
Yeah, absolutely, my dude.
for real. I am done speaking about that trilogy. And with that, my first 9 Halo books and my indoctrination into the Halo universe were complete.
Okay.
You one-third done.
We're only 1/3 of the way done, and we're halfway through the video.
Only 20 more to go.
The universe.
After reading 9 books, you might think I finally have enough context to tell you what you need to know before Halo Infinite, but you're wrong.
Okay.
The first 9 books are just boot camp. Now that
Okay.
the Master Chief, me, has completed his training books, it was time for him to drop into the field. More books. I braced myself
Books.
for the next trilogy, but nothing could prepare me for what happened with Karen Travis's Kilo 5 saga.
Karen Travis, you frickin' did it. You made me like a trilogy of Halo books.
Let's go. Okay. Glad to hear that the writing's getting better.
truly 100% enjoyed reading this trilogy, and that was hard to come to terms with.
I can only imagine he got into this. Well, and he even said in the first clip that he's like, I expect these to be like mid at best, basically, like real terrible. And now they're starting to get good.
I did not start this project expecting to enjoy doing it. And for that, I'm gonna give myself a little more than 50 words to talk about it. This trilogy follows an Oni team called Kilo 5 as they deal with the aftermath of the Human Covenant War. Now that the Covenant is in shambles, Kilo 5's job is to arm religious fundamentalist Sangheili dissidents in order to destabilize their government.
I will admit, in the very beginning, I was like, a CIA-style group trying to cause some unrest in an enemy nation by funding terrorism? I've never heard of that happening in real life. It's a joke. I have heard about that in real life.
Should I have been worried about this plotline, given Halo's track record with handling morally questionable military missions with nuance and tact? Absolutely. But Karen Travis knocked it out of the park.
Nice.
The leader of Kilo 5, Saren Osman, had a very bad 14th birthday because instead of becoming a Spartan 2, she was maimed by the biological augmentations.
Oh, she got it. Technically, her body began rejecting some of the biological augmentations, so Oni just told the rest of the Spartans that she died and stuck her in the commander's program after healing her wounds. Wow, okay.
And she despises Catherine Halsey for that. Another member of Kilo 5 is the full-fledged Spartan Naomi. Her father became one of the most important leaders in the colonial insurrection, radicalized by the conspiracy that the government kidnapped his daughter and replaced her with a clone.
Which it did.
Psst. They did do that. This trilogy
Yeah, they did!
finally explores the ramifications of the lore set up in the first novel, and it rules.
That's so good. And also, like, W Dad for, like, doing all this to try to save his daughter. Like, let's go. Let's
say
go.
more about this trilogy, but if there is one set of books I would suggest you read, it's these ones. So I'm not going to spoil them. And to make up for that long summary, I'll be real short with the next 7 books. Halo Evolutions 1 and 2 are short story compilations that flesh out the Halo universe. Not much happens in them, but these are my favorite ones.
Pariah, the Mona Lisa, the Impossible Life, and the Possible Death of Preston J. Cole in Human Weakness.
Broken Circle bookends the start and end of the Covenant from Sanshayum and Sangheili perspectives, which is neat. But I read it in one day while stuck in LaGuardia, so I didn't like it that much. Halo New
That's fair. That's fair.
Blood is
Just a lovely John.
written from the perspective of Edward Buck as he becomes a Spartan 4. But here's the twist.
A Spartan 4. They're already on the 4th by then.
He's not a child. Incremental progress.
Halo Hunters in the Dark is a good book.
Humans and Sangheili team up and go to the Ark to stop the Halo rings from firing. It's like Halo 3 2. Last Light starts out as a crime drama.
It'd be so cool to read a crime drama.
I was whispering because I was at work and didn't want anyone to hear me get excited about Halo novels.
In this weird sci-fi world, and it didn't end up being that.
I was disappointed, but that's a me problem. Halo Fractures was another compilation that included a lot of good short stories.
His favorite are Shadow of Intent, Saints Testimony, and Anarosa.
And that's another 10 books down. I read through the
I do like how he like jetted off there. That was pretty cool.
good short stories. And that's
Like,
another
I love the
10
detail.
books down.
Watch this.
I read through these ones in 2 months. I was cutting through these books like
Yeah, that was when he was getting them all done on the
the
timeline.
Master Chief gunning waves
Boasting word count.
of flood in the library. I was behind the wheel of the warthog of literature. We've only got 10 more books to cover. So I think I've earned one little tangent. Halo is gonna have a TV show. Very little is known about it right now.
Oh, has it come out by now?
But there is one tiny little piece
Oh, it must have,
of
yeah.
info that piqued my interest. Bokeem Woodbine is going to play a character named Soren 066. Soren only appears in a short story called Pariah. He's picked up to be a Spartan too, but like Saren Osman, is harmed by the biological augmentations and washes out of the program. Because of this, he slowly converts to insurrectionist ideologies,
Nice.
and he defects from the military.
Nice.
Soren's story is incredible, but it's buried within a short story collection that I can guarantee very few Halo fans have read. And yet, he's one of the only named characters we know about in this show. And that makes me wonder, who are they making this show for?
It's for
Me.
you.
This Halo-
yeah, it's for you.
Show is being made specifically for me. I'm gonna watch this show because the universe is incredibly interesting to me, and because I'll be able to watch it and say, ha, I know who Soren is. I read a short story about him, and that's a great and powerful feeling. And it leads me to a second, smaller tangent within this larger one.
Uh-oh.
Let me write for the Halo show.
No.
Here's why you should... No, why you have the obligation to let me write for the Halo show. Number one, I already know everything about the universe, so I don't have to waste time looking things up. Two, what else am I gonna do with all this information? It's gonna
Oh, he's starting to glitch out.
stop being useful to me as soon as this video ends. Three, as a real true fan, I know more about this universe than you do.
Oh, no.
I have the right to control this story.
Okay, so this is how like the toxic fans get started. And I know he's just doing a bit. It's hilarious. I love how it's like really showing how toxic certain fandoms can get when like certain fans are like, if you don't know all this stuff, you're not even worthy to be here. You're not even a true fan.
How dare you ignore me, a real fan? And four, I have no one else to talk to about this.
Mwah. And here we come to the crash out part of the BDG Unraveled videos.
I have no one to talk to about Halo.
Aww.
I have no friends who want to hear about how hot the Sanshayum used to be. No one
He's got us.
wants to hang out with me anymore because I can't go 20 minutes without explaining how the Master Chief suit doesn't jack him off.
Blah.
It doesn't jack him off. These
It
books have
doesn't.
turned me into a Halo lore machine, and in return, I am alienated from the people around me. I can't even connect with these nerds. My closest friend is the Halo universe, and now I have to say goodbye to it, and no one cares.
The isolation. I care. But I also know it's a bit, and he's an actor. But blah. You know, I think we've all had like a game or something, like a niche game or a niche book series that like we're really into, and like nobody else is into it for some reason, and you're like, but this is the best thing ever. So I feel you. One of my niche ones is the video game Thomas Was Alone. That game is so good, but it's so niche and so little, but it just, the way it makes you think was great.
Unraveled. Yes, there were unfortunate doors that opened and couldn't be closed again. It was best not to open them in the first place.
Yep.
That's a quote from Halo Mortal Dictata.
Oh no. This is what happened to her father. She couldn't argue with the logic or sense of justice. Unraveled. Yes, there were unfortunate doors that opened and couldn't be closed again. It was best not to open them in the first place.
From Halo Mortal Dictata. If this project has turned me into the Master Chief, it's only fitting that it should end this way. These books speak of John 1:17 as this legendary savior, but in reality, he's just a duty-bound automaton who connects better with Cortana, his Vocaloid waifu, than with the humans around him. And now, Cortana has turned on all of humanity.
Oh, I don't remember that part. Wait, what did it say? Gotta go, rule all sentient life, lol, see ya.
On all of humanity, leaving John desperately alone. How does he keep fighting when no one understands him?
He feels happiest when someone has given him an obvious goal.
I started this project with the goal of telling you what you need to know before Halo Infinite, but it turns out that goal is not so obvious after finishing these books. But we've made it this far, so we might as well finish the fight. Smoke and Shadow! A salvager named Ryan Forge tries to find her dad. A space adventure. Whatever. Envoy is a book about
Aw, poor BDG.
diplomacy and introduces the Sharkoi, who only existed in concept art because they were cut from the original Halo. But does anyone care about that except for me? Retribution. Veda Lopez is back. You remember her and her ferret team of Spartan 3s from Last Light and the short story A Necessary Truth? Of course not! Legacy of Onyx
Oh no, poor guy.
is a teen drama, and it's fun, but they make some weird choices in order to make a kid the protagonist. Like, Chief Mendez is flippant with confidential info, which doesn't make sense for his character, and also they aren't even guarding the slip space portal that Julim Dama used to escape from.
Oh.
Bad Blood. Sequel to New Blood. The blood is bad now. Battleborn and Meridian Divide are young adult novels that do a good job of characterizing the toll the Covenant War had on normal human colonists.
That's
but if
good.
you don't care about that, there's also a Spartan. And if you only care about one Spartan, then Silent Storm and Oblivion are for you. The Master Chief is the protagonist, and boy does he shoot some people. And finally, Halo Renegades. A sequel to Smoke and Shadow, but it's more a story of Guilty Spark's redemption arc.
Oh, he has a redemption arc.
It's kind of nice to see a human-turned-robot hall monitor find his humanity again. And that's
nice.
it. I read every Halo novel, and I gave you a book report on all of them.
Oh, look at his eyes. Chapter 4, The Unknown. You'll be okay,
What's left for
BDG.
me? The Master Chief of Halo novels. I know everything there is to know about the Halo universe, but I'm still so alone.
Aw.
I can't even begin to tell you what you need to know for Halo Infinite, because it's everything.
It's like me when I'm telling people about Kingdom Hearts and you're like, or just anyone trying to explain Kingdom Hearts to someone and be like, okay, well, you don't need to know that, but you should know that. Oh, yeah, and this would also be useful for you to know. And you should also know this. Or like any series that has a complex lore or series of different media on the lore. Like, it's just so hard to be like, boil it down to like just a few words, you know?
It's impossible to compress an ever-expanding universe into a few short chapters. Except, I guess that's what these authors did. So many of these books, especially my favorite ones,
They just like take snippets, right? They just work on chunks of it.
weren't about events with far-reaching consequences that reverberated out into Halo canon. In fact, you could probably skip most of these books and still understand the video games just fine. Most people do that. And judging by the new Halo Infinite trailer, the game seems to focus a lot on the Banished, which is a group that's important in Halo Wars 2, but is never seen and barely mentioned in the novels. So, fuck me, right? But that doesn't mean these stories don't matter. Just because a character doesn't save the entire human race every other day doesn't mean that they don't matter. Not everyone can be the Master Chief.
No.
I certainly can't be.
Aw.
But maybe I don't have to be.
You don't.
Maybe I can just be Brian.
Yeah.
Or maybe I could be Chakas. Chakas
And here's the final twist where he finds something to focus on again.
pulled into this universe he didn't fully understand just because he thought it would be a fun thing to do for work. And then he gets so invested in it that he ends up losing all of his humanity to it and becoming Guilty Spark.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he destroys all sentient life in the galaxy. God, am I gonna do that? The thing about
I hope not.
Guilty Spark, Chakas, is that he spans the divide between the video games and the rest of the expanded universe. He plays a super important role in the video games, but he also starts as a barely sentient MacGuffin, and he might have stayed that way for me. But then Greg Bear wrote a trilogy that gave him 100,000 years of backstory, which alienated him from his species. And then after that, Kelly Gay wrote a novel that allowed him to rediscover his humanity.
Yeah.
Guilty Spark might have been forever changed by his experiences, but he was able to reconnect with humans and even make new friends.
So there's possibilities for you, Brian. There's hope for you.
This book
There's hope for all of us gamers.
compressed an eternal being with a universe of lore into a person with a story. A universe only matters if it's filled with characters you connect with. So if you want to know what's really important before Halo Infinite, forget the Forerunners and the 100,000 years of lore. All you really need to know is that a kid named John got stolen away from his family and turned into a super soldier. And now, the one partner who has always been by his side
Cortana.
has turned on him.
Yeah.
It's just a guy fighting for what he believes in against the person who betrayed his trust. And that's all you need to know before going into Halo Infinite. And also that his suit doesn't jack him off.
I would agree that's very important info.
My personal pan pizzas! Hi, yeah.
I totally forgot about the pizzas.
Have I reached Pizza Hut Corporate? I have a quick question about your Book It program. I'm looking to get 29 personal pan pizzas. No, I'm not enrolled in it. I'm 26. Would it change anything if I told you they were Halo novels? Like Halo the game. Yeah, Halo the game. No, the suit doesn't jack him off. That's a common
Yes, pizza!
misconception.
Oh my god, I'm so glad he got his pizza in the end. He probably just bought it himself, but I'm so happy he has his pizza in the end. Oh my god, that was great. That kind of makes me want to like go and see where we are in terms of Halo games, because it's 2026 now. This was made in 2019, 2020, and a little into 2021. So like, I don't know where we're at with Halo games. Do people even enjoy Halo games anymore? Because I don't hear it being talked about very much, but they also don't put out a new game I put out a new game every year, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to go do some research about Halo, but this was really good. I always love the BDG videos, and I always love getting to learn more about different things. I've been doing a lot of reacts to the BDG Unraveled series, so if there's more specific ones you'd like me to react to, please let me know. I've got a few earmarked, like the Bowser's Minions one, and a few of the other ones that I'm gonna be looking into in the near future. But let me know if there's any specific ones you'd like to see. This is fantastic. It made me think about my time playing Halo with my friend. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming by and hanging out with me today and supporting me through my React content. If you want to see more reacts, especially more BDG Unraveled, you can check it out on my channel. I do have a playlist of the BDG Unraveled. Also, if you do subscribe, you'll of course get a notification every time I post a new video. I do try to post a new video every Monday as well. So if you want to see new reacts, you can see it there. And if you want to see me doing some of my gaming, you can find me at Cloudy Clarity Games, which is my other channel on YouTube. So thank you guys so very much for coming by and hanging out with me today. I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and I'll see you guys again in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.